there friends, my name is Miss Sykes. I am a Title I reading teacher in Central Ohio, and today we're going to be learning about R controlled vowels. So for today's lesson, the only materials you're going to need are your ears, so you can listen and pay attention, and a computer to complete the seesaw activity at the end. So what are R controlled vowels? R controlled vowels is when you have a vowel that is followed by the letter R, and this changes the sound of the vowel. This is also sometimes called Bossy R, so you might see this hanging in your classrooms, or you've heard your teacher say this before. When you have letters that have a Bossy R, that means the R is kind of controlling what that vowel is going to say. So we have kind of three different R-controlled vowel sounds. We have OR, which says or, as in horse, and we have our nice little horse there. We have AR, which says R, as in barn. And we have ER, which says the same as IR, and UR, like turtle. And I'll move my video so you can see the turtle at the top. So three different R sounds, OR, or, R, and OR says or, AR says R, and ER, IR, UR all say Alright, so we'll practice a couple of these together. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to show a picture and a couple of words down here at the bottom, and we have to listen to that word and try to figure out which R-controlled vowel team is going to be making that correct sound so we can figure out the spelling of that word. I've also left a little key up in the top here with the same pictures we just looked at, so if you forget what a particular R-controlled vowel team, what sound it makes, you can look up there for reference. So the first word we have here is horse. Now let's listen to the word horse. Obviously this is from our example, so it might be helping you out. But let's listen for the word horse. We hear the sound or in the center of our word. That means we need to think about which pattern of letters is going to say or. Would it be OR or ER? That's right, OR. So we know that horse is going to be spelled H-O-R-S-E. If it was spelled H-E-R-S-E, it would be pronounced herse because ER says Next we have a barn. In the word barn, I hear the sound R. So now let's look at our R-controlled vowel choices. Does OR say R, or does AR say R? That's right, AR says R, and if you look at that key at the top, it'll help you figure it out. If it was spelled with an OR, it would say or and be pronounced born. So in this case, the word barn is spelled B-A-R-N. So for this picture, we have a picture of a turtle. Let's listen to the word turtle. T-er-t-l. I hear it saying so let's look at our choices. It could either be spelled with an A-R or a U-R. Which one of those teams of letters says Does A-R say or does U-R say That's right, U-R says just like we talked about in the beginning. E-R, I-R, and U-R all say so it's pronounced turtle. If we were to read it with an A-R, it would be pronounced tartle because A-R says R. Excellent, so let's look at our next one. This is a picture of a horn. Horn. In the word horn, I hear or I hear the or sound. So let's look at our choices. It could either be spelled with an I-R or an O-R. Which one of these words has the word horn spelled correctly? Think about your R-controlled vowels and which one says or. That's right, H-O-R-N, because we know O-R says or as in horse. I-R says so this word would be pronounced hern. In this picture, we have fur, as in the fur you might find on an animal. Is fur going to be spelled F-U-R or F-A-R? Think about your R-controlled vowels and which one says That's right, F-U-R, because U-R says A-R says R. So if we were to read this word, it would say far. And that's not the word we're looking for. We need fur. Really good job. Let's keep going. This is a shirt. Shirt. So let's look at our options. It's either spelled S-H-U-R-T or S-H-I-R-T. But wait a minute. Our choices are either U-R or I-R. We know that I-R and U-R both say the sound. So both of these words should be pronounced the same way. So how are we going to know which one is spelled correctly? Well, let's look at what we know. We've probably seen the word shirt written before. It's one of the words we would look at with a picture cue to help us learn new words or when we're learning the SH pattern. If we've seen that word before, we know that it would be spelled with an IR. We know that S-H-U-R-T isn't a real word because it doesn't look like one we've seen before. So in this case, shirt is spelled S-H-I-R-T because IR says and that is the spelling that makes the most sense. Here we have a feather. Our R-controlled vowel here is at the end of the word. Up until this point, it's usually been in the middle. So we're looking for the end of our word here. Is feather going to be spelled with an ER or an AR? Think about the sounds your R-controlled vowels make. We're listening for the sound feather. So, does ER or AR say Good, ER says AR says R, so this word would be feather, and we know that's not a real word. But feather with an ER is spelled correctly. This is a picture of a nurse, somebody who's doing a lot of good work for us right now. Let's look at our choices for how to spell the word nurse. Is nurse going to be spelled N-A-R-S-E or N-U-R-S-E? Remember, AR says R and UR says So, which of those spellings would be correct for the word nurse? That's correct, N-U-R-S-E. Since UR says and we hear the sound in the word nurse, we know that that word is going to be spelled correctly. This is a picture of a car. For our choices, we have C-O-R or C-A-R. You might know this one without having to think about the sounds, but I want you to think about the sounds anyways. What would C-O-R say if we read that word? And what would C-A-R say if we pronounced that one? Think about what sounds your R-controlled vowels would make, and then decide which one says the word car. Very good. C-A-R says car. C-O-R says core, which is an incorrect spelling of a real word. But in this case, we're looking for the word car, and since A-R says R, as in barn, we know that this word is going to be spelled correctly. Here we have a picture of a bird. But look at our choices again. Bird is either spelled B-E-R-D or B-I-R-D. Both of your choices, ER and IR, say So how do we know which one's going to be correct? Let's think about what we know. When was the last time you saw the word bird in a story or written on a board? Think about the letters you saw used to spell that word. You can also think about rhyming words or similar words you might know that have similar spellings. So, do you think bird is going to be spelled B-E-R-D or B-I-R-D? Good, that word is B-I-R-D. If you guessed B-E-R-D, that's still a really good guess, and it's okay to make mistakes, especially when I can tell that you're using your brain to think about the sounds those letters would make. So it's okay if you spell a word wrong. That's why you have teachers and parents and other adults around to help you spell words correctly. What's important is that you're using what you know and what you've learned to try to make your very best guess. All right, friends, so let's rate our understanding of this lesson. R-controlled vowels are a tough thing to understand, so if you're feeling a little bit confused, like you might be over here in the 1 or 2 star range, then go back and watch this video one more time, at least the very beginning when I talk about the sounds that the letters make before trying to do the seesaw activity. If it helps, I'll link some other videos in the description of this video so you can go and practice your R-controlled vowels there as well. If you think you're in the 3 to 4 star range and you kind of understand it, or you have a pretty good idea, but you might still need a little bit of help, then go ahead and try the seesaw activity. If you're struggling with that activity, then come back and watch this video again before trying it for a final attempt. And if you're in the 5 star range and you feel like you've totally got this, you understand your R-controlled vowels and what they all say, then go ahead and do that seesaw activity and show me what you know. For that seesaw activity today, you have 5 pictures and your 5 choices of R-controlled vowels at the bottom. All you have to do is match the R-controlled vowel to its word. So some of these, like shirt, are words that we did in the video, or car. Others are words that we haven't seen before, like mother, purse, or shorts. So listen to the sounds you hear in each word and decide which R-controlled vowel team would make the most sense in that word. When you're finished, make sure to hit the green check mark to submit it, and if you'd like, you can use the microphone to record yourself reading those words as well. As always, you guys did such a great job today. I'm super proud of you. Rock on, my superstars, and I will see you all next time. Okay? Bye!